Okay, now what I'm doing now is I've placed all my tones like with the Flemish method. So blocking 6 or 7 different tones of grey over the petal. And now with a big brush, a big drawing brush, I'm going over and merging everything because everything looked like a patchwork or painting by number. But the merging is what makes the softness and the 3D finish of the object. So with the big brush like that, I just go and merge. So I break that sharp cut between the tones. And eventually I will come back and do a little bit more into it, but at first I'm using a big brush like that, and that merge everything. Like this one here, it really needs to be very gradual. So I've got a sharp line here because that's the way I place my tone. But it needs to be broken into a very gradual passage of tones. It's already drying. It's so hot here in Brisbane at the moment, 30 something degrees. That doesn't give me much time to do the blending. I have to be quick. Even if I didn't put any medium, because I just used the Schminky white, black and white, and I put some terps, like odorless terps. That is a slow terps, slow to dry terps, but it's still evaporating quite quick. So I'm doing only light tone merging first, while I've got that tone on my brush, before I go to the next one that is going to be the darker one. So I'm doing the mid-tone at the moment. That's what I've got on my brush. And later on I'll have to do the dark tone and the white. So I keep referring to my picture because this is very important at this stage. I'm creating the 3D of the object. So depending how I push the brush one way or the other, it can change quite a lot the dimension of the 3D of the shape of the object. So there's a lot happening with that stage of brushing in or merging. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to use the mop. See if I can mop it off. Just check if it's too dry or not. We'll start with the dark area. I don't know if you can zoom in here. There's a hair. Okay, flick it. Can you zoom here? You can see how soft it gets with the mop. So I make it like cloudy looking, smoky looking effect by brushing against the brush marks. So if I've got a brush mark horizontal, I brush it vertical. So I brush it against the brush mark to make it more regular. I've got a few spots here, I'll just brush them in. And I can make my edges a little softer by just going over the edge. See how that whole area now is very smooth. And I will make my way towards the not so dark